Okay, guys. So I guess every single person who's at least from batch 9 and before, they have heard this lady always asking question in the group. And I'm really happy that people who are asking a lot of questions finally are clearing. Now we have, I guess, Manaz and Ali just left in that line, and then Vanita, those actually who ask a lot of questions, and they are clearing. So, Sarah, are you with me?
Yes, I'm with you.
Okay, Sarah, first of all, congratulations on clearing PMP, and great job, Sudha and Raju, for coaching her. Acha, Sarah, now share this thing. You are a very wise person. Share this thing with the people, how they should do. What are the things uh, we would share into that? What do you think that will be best for them?
Okay, so first of all, I would like to extend my thanks to you, first of all, and your team facilitators, Raju and Sudha. I must say, I give me some time to, thank them. In particular, there was not a single day that they did not follow up. Religiously, they followed me up constantly, and they made sure that I understand each and everything. They owned it like anything. And I just, let me say that I just love Sudha for whatever she did. I'm taking this liberty to express my love for her because she's so supportive, not only supportive, but the way she jumped in last moments and she took the ownership of my journey as her own and kept guiding me and kept soothing me and what everything it's the knowledge economy in which you are operating. It's not only a business, it requires a lot of passion and energy, and I saw that in Sudha. And I
Thank
really
you.
want to thank her, Sudha, I love you for that. And with that, Amir, you asked me what should others be doing. So the first thing is that please get your exams booked. I don't know if you guys have booked it or not. If you have not booked it, like it's difficult for you to get it done. I was able to do it because first of all I followed whatever Amir said, and on the third day of the training he said get it booked, and I booked it on 30th September because I did not want to see October. Okay, so October with the date. So if now we are entering into October, and still, if you are from batch 7 and you've not booked your exams, you should do it by 30th October. Do not wait for November. The more you delay, the more depressing it gets. So that's what I want to say. I have a lot to say, by the way, but I should keep it brief, I
You
think.
can you can share as much as you want. That's okay. That's why I gave you stage. That's why I am here for you. Uh, so that will be great if you want to share something. So that anything you would like to add?
Um, I just want to say that she followed the roadmap, even though it was like too cramped. I think she slept only 4 hours last 4 days. So yeah, she has worked extremely hard. Yes,
Okay, she was.
Tara, totally up to you. Totally because of your hard work. I mean, this was impossible. Yes.
I want to share an instance. Now, Sarah is among those people. Now, Sudha is daily sharing me scores of that person doing mocks. And when I see something is within the control chart, I don't pay attention to that. Right? When anything goes above the control chart, like upward or downward, then suddenly I jump. Okay, now for example, Manishka is here. I yelled at her at a long time. She should have a PMP like a month back, but whatever the reason, she didn't do because she was out of control chart. Now all Sarah's scores are within the control chart, and then one day, one day, she did a agile 180 walk. Sarah, can you please share with us what what beautiful blunder you did?
I don't know if you call it blunder or what, but I think I did right. That really helped me today. The agile, it was, I think, 180 questions, and I secured 150 or something. I know, 105 or something. Sorry.
And yes, yes.
The score was bad, like it was 58% something. So it
Hmm.
was bad. And you told me what happened here, you should. And then you asked me to repeat it without doing RCA.
I was also there in that call.
And so that's it with me. I told her to do it without RC. And Sarah, what you did?
I did RCA fully, as much as I could.
And then repeated it.
and then repeated the mock.
And then she got 150. I said, you should have.
177 out of
I
180.
said, why didn't you get 180? What was my question? In how much time you did now? I said, you should have.
1.5 hours.
I
And
said,
you said
you should have done 30 minutes. Tuck, 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 tuck. It was like, the problem was, now, Sarah, let's go back. Why did you get the poor score into that?
there were two reasons. Maybe my concepts were not clear, firstly. There were very minute details, These concepts were maybe not crystal clear. And secondly, I was tired. I was very tired. I was unable to comprehend the question. My vision was getting blurry and stuff like that. So that was also one of the reasons.
Okay. Walk me through how was the exam today?
Exam was good. Honestly, I was very much scared, and I've had too much anxiety and depression um, because of two main factors. Firstly, I was physically very tired because of lack of sleep and all that stuff. Secondly, last two success journeys which were shared here, one at two days ago, the guy said the exam was really, really tough.
Asad,
Yeah. So he was the one, he was participating well in the group, and I thought if he's saying tough, then I'm not gonna get it. And the other guy was from Middle East, and you told rather that he was above prepared, and he was getting 80% above in the mocks, but he's saying the exam was tough.
which one?
Someone someone from Gulf. Sudha was there. You might remember him.
Which one is talking about?
I think it was Shamim.
Shamim.
Yes. Yes,
Shamim.
this was
Yeah,
it.
Shamim. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, our batch only. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
Then, yeah.
so these two were like a huge. They were causing me. These statements were causing me quite anxiety, quite much. So since you are never 100% prepared. Until the day we die, this content is not going to end. So we always feel that we are not prepared. So that was one of the biggest factor of anxiety. But honestly telling you, one of the best things that miraculously happened, honestly, those were the prayers. One of my aunt was praying two nafals with every prayer and praying for me since Friday. And I felt honestly the prayers were with me, my siblings and everyone, they were praying for me. And I started feeling that things did, falling in place. So the exam, I felt, coming to your question, how was the exam? I'll be very honest, exam was easy. Easy in a way that I had already done the mocks, because all the things you gave me, all the roadmap, it's almost the same. All the mocks we do, there's nothing beyond that. It's the same exam which we do in the mocks, almost like same situations. Customers is unhappy, stakeholder is not happy, all those things repeated. So first 10, 15 questions, I knew I'm gonna get it. So I was relaxed, although I took half Lexotanil before starting the exam. That was anti-anxiety, so medicine. So I even took that. But through 10, 20 questions, I knew I'm going to do it. It was not that difficult. And yes, time management was right, but at the end, the third section was a bit confusing. Not tough, but a bit, the two best choices, which are almost similar. And at the same time, I had 10 minutes left for 15 questions. So I just thought randomly, I didn't mark them, but I quickly read them because the last one line was what should the parliament do? So with that, we could not answer. I had to read the question. So if it's saying something conflict between two, just skimming through the answers that facilitate, the best words are the facilitate, or collaborate and stuff like that. So pick that option and then completed the the quiz, the exam. And the other best thing which happened, alhamdulillah, was that I had visited the exam center earlier, saw the room the other day, almost a month ago, where I would be taking exams. So I was mentally prepared. And I told them that I sat on the chair, where I have to take the exam. And since I have a spinal cord problem, like back pain, you can say, I told them I will be needing some back support, and they asked me, you can bring your cushion from. They allowed me the cushion. Not only that, I requested them that after in the 10 minutes break, do you have some place either on the sofa or somewhere a bit private where I can lie down? And they did accommodate me. They had since it's a training institute and they have a room like studio kind of room where they record their lectures, and that's a carpeted room. And the guys, 5, 6 guys were sitting there, but in each break, they made sure that they vacate the room for me. And I lied straight on the floor, on the carpet for 5 to 7 minutes. And that really, really helped me. Like, I didn't feel exertion of 4 hours of exam. And that really helped regain my energy. I thank the center as well for accommodating me as well.
Yeah, that is one of the thing I have never heard, like any center has ever done. So I was really amazed when you said that, okay, the center did that thing for you, Sarah. So
Yes.
that was something like really out of the way how this could have happened, but this is what it is. So I'm really,
5, 6 guys leaving the room just to, once the break, there's a guy who is the invigilator. Whenever he used to see that I'm getting up for the break, he used to, it was one floor upstairs. He used to go upstairs, tell the guys to come out. They used to come out and accommodate me. That's how it happened 2 times. That was really nice.
hmm, okay, that's very good. Let's go back to the exam now. Okay, how the exam was, how did you manage time, which topic was highlighted, what were the areas, can you put, and by the way, guys, while Sarah is sharing her, I just got another message and I just want to share with you. Another student just cleared it. Okay, so fourth for today, Alhamdulillah. Okay, everyone has given exam online, Donald, and
Yes.
Sudha has very
No, no,
high.
he will clear. He will.
As I said, Sudha has very high expectations from him. Like he actually went to the exam. His mother got sick. He did not give the exam, so he was far ready long back. So he's giving exam again. So that's very hopeful. And if my facilitator, any of them is hopeful, so I'm sure they will clear. Yeah, Sarah, how did you manage time? What were the topics that was highlighted, and what was the length of the questions? If you can put into that.
Yes. Um, I followed what you told, 80, 75, 75, but at the same time, I would recommend everyone to use your own judgment too, because once I was doing the first part, I did it in 70 minutes, I guess, like it was 160 when I was done. So I had flagged them some questions, I had done it within time, but I was recalling your instruction that take your time, take your time. But at the same time, I remember that you said if the first section is easy, then second is gonna get tough. So I thought I checked the flag questions, then reviewed them. Then I stopped the timer at 152, like 2 minutes for the next. And I think I should have stopped it a bit earlier, and I should have kept 5 minutes because the second section I did in time, but for the third, it was not tough, but it was a bit. Some questions were there, like a bit, which took some time. So that caused me a bit of problem at the end. That at the end I had 10 minutes for 15 questions. So I had to rush at the end. So if the exam is easy in the beginning, first section or second section, so if you are done, so I think one should manage accordingly. So that was about topics. It was all similar, no formula question, and a lot of drags and drops, 5 or 6, I think, and they were difficult. Although apparently they are easy, like if I remember, one question was like political awareness, cultural awareness, negotiation. Now apparently we know all these things, but situations given were very, very strange to match. I could comfortably match just one cultural awareness, but political awareness, negotiation, decision making, yes, so the other one all was very confusing. Similarly, 5 agile ceremonies, there were statements and we have to match that. So 5 and 6 drag and drop. And questions were mostly agile and stakeholder and similar as we did in mock. The length was normal, not first of all, the screen was quite big. The laptop or whatever it was, the screen was big, so it was mostly 2 to 3 line. Not none of the question was more than 3 line. But since it was a big screen, so maybe that's why I didn't feel that. And but it was not that lengthy question as we do in the mocks. Also, mostly it was stakeholder communicate, not even communication, stakeholders and agile, not even risk. Mostly it was, the mocks we did in the last, the random mocks in the simulator, and it was mostly like that. Cost, SPI, CPI, nothing there, formula, all that part, schedule cost baselines, nothing was there.
Okay, okay, that was good. Okay, anyone else has any questions that they would like to ask, or there is something that they want to discuss, please feel free to ask. G. Okay, percentage topics. G, Menas, go ahead.
Okay, so Sarah, can we jump between the questions? For example, sometimes it's with me, like I'm checking that long sentence are coming. So I skip 2 or 3 questions and move on. So first I will complete the small questions, then I will jump to the long statements. So is it possible in the real exam we can do this?
I did not try, but I think we can do it because at the end, it gives you the complete list of all your questions and their status, that complete or incomplete. So what I did, I did not leave any question unmarked because you never know how you are going to manage the time. I marked it and I flagged it. There is an option of flag. I kept flagging those questions that I will, and then you get the option of review. So review the flagged ones. I would recommend that don't leave the long questions. Try to attempt them and just flag them for the later
We
on.
cannot leave the question. You have to mark it and then only go to the next. It won't allow you to go to the next question without marking.
Hmm.
Okay, so just to put
Just
in the
flag it.
context, what happens when you give the exam, you first get tutorial. In tutorial, they basically give you an option. You can mark it, you can put the answers, and you can come back. So 60 questions are there. In the first 60 question, you can, in any 60 question, like 60, 60, 60, you can play in any way you want. Okay, that's your choice. But when asked, one of the thing is that whenever you get a question, if you think it is taking time, mark it, put answers, don't leave it. Mark it and then move forward. Then if you are able to do quickly, then come back. Okay?
Okay. Okay.
Yes. Bilal, go ahead. Ji, Bilal, you have a question? Bilal? Okay. Anyone else has any question they would like to ask? Anyone else has any questions? Sarah, what would be your advice to the people, all of them? You see, you have a very tough schedule, how they should prepare?
Well, I think you have guided very well, and the moderators are doing excellent. So just follow your guidelines. And the last 10 days, yes, I did put a lot of effort, according to time. But usually, I used to work in the evening, either early morning when my energy level is good, or in the evening when my energy level is good, 7, 8 p.m. onwards till 11, 12, 1 a.m. in the night. So just focus on RCA, do not forget RCA. Today I got a lot of questions which I knew in mocks I did wrong. And then I did the RCA and got my concepts cleared. So today since the concept was clear, so I marked the right answer. So do not miss the RCA. And secondly, the servant leader mindset, which you kept emphasizing. Servant leader mindset, just focus because a lot of questions were there. The best advice was that take a step back as a servant leader. And on a lighter note, yesterday I decoded that servant leader is kind of your mom or your wife. His role is like your mom or your wife. He has to facilitate whenever there is a conflict. He has to facilitate. Kids are fighting. Kids are like team is fighting. Team is not happy, customer is not happy, he has to facilitate, the word facilitate or collaborate. He cannot dictate, he cannot hire, he cannot indulge in activities where finances are involved, or budget is increased, because that's with the higher authority, which is dad, or in this scenario, CEO, or the sponsor or customer. So the servant leader role is just like a mom or a wife with some limited authorities but have to execute a lot of things. So a lot of questions were regarding servant leaders, and a lot of answers were like, since I had done it in the mocks, that before jumping to an action, first take a step back and analyze. For instance, if a question is that a new legal requirement or compliance has been added. So instead of updating or reviewing any plan, if the option says assess the impact, so that's the best answer. Assess the impact of XYZ, assess the impact of the change XYZ. So that's the servant leader mindset. I think you have mentioned it many times, Amir, and that is very important. That really helped me today in the exam to select the right answers.
Ji Ali.
I think, Sarah, you mentioned you stopped time during the exam. Can you do that for any section?
No, I did not stop time. I took a break after submitting, after 60 questions. You need to submit, take a
Okay,
break.
okay.
But when I completed the 60 questions, the timer was on 160. I spent 10 more minutes to just to review that section, and then stopped, then clicked submit or whatever it was, and end the session or something. Yes. But once you do that first part, you cannot go back. It asks you twice that are you sure you want to leave this? Because at the end of the exam, you cannot go back to the first 60 questions. Similarly, after break, even if you don't take the break, that 10 minutes are there. So after second 60 questions, it again asks you, do you really want to leave? Because you cannot, and it will tell you that you cannot come back to review these answers. So
yeah, basically
One section at a time.
60, then you get breaks. When you give the exam, I'll give you a video. Okay, so don't worry about it. So everything has its time. Sarah got it last night. Okay, Sarah ghosted it last night, so don't worry about it. Jibilal Sahab, you raised your hand again.
Yes, sorry, I couldn't speak earlier. So one quick question, please. First of all, congratulations. So first, my only question is that most of us are used to of reading the question loudly. So the last few quizzes, I'm trying to do it as with practically no words at all. I mean, do you have the same thing?
Why
Or,
you are trying to do that?
No, I mean, I don't want to make a noise there.
If you plan to give exam at center,
Yeah.
okay, you can read a little bit loud as your normal reading. Okay, you can read that loud.
Oh.
If you are giving exam at home, then you can.
Oh, yeah. No, I know you told us in the beginning, yes. But still, I thought it within the center, right? You still have to maintain the decorum there.
I want to answer this, yes, because
Yeah, please.
It's a very good question. First of all, thank you for congratulating. My performance during the mocks improved because of two things. I had my own challenges. All of you should be knowing what are your challenges. Even if it's your chair, even if it's your place where you are sitting, each and everything counts, in your mental, fatigue and everything. I realized that my screen size was at 80%. I have a bit of eyesight problem. I made it back to 100%, and from that day onwards, my mock scores started getting better, because I started to see, the twist they put in the minor twist they put in the question. Sometimes there is a word quickly. You just miss that, and then the whole situation gets changed, because once quickly is mentioned, then you have to answer according to that. So it was visibly easy for me. And the second thing was, you mentioned start reading aloud. I started doing that because I used to do that in my childhood, and I always used to get the first position and highest marks. But today, I was a bit worried, because in the exam center, I also needed pin drop silence, and there were other people attending the exam. Although it was not PMP exams, there were some doctors and people. So it was pin drop silence there, and even I could not read aloud. But at the same time, I felt that I'm like moving my lips, but not making a sound. So I read the question, but I did not make a sound, because other people are also attempting the question. If nobody is there, then yes, you can read aloud. Although, as Amir said, there is nothing wrong with it. But as you are considering, you are rightly considering it. that you don't want to disturb others.
Okay. Bilal, is it clear to you? Okay.
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah, I think reading with little voice help in question itself. It all comes down to Ali how you want to do it. If I am like sometimes I'm reading the question, I need pin drop silence. Even I read sometime like that. And when I read that, I'm more focused. So it all comes down to each students. I'm very happy people are asking you questions. Sarah, you ask
I
every
would say just please don't get depressed, because initially I got concerned. I was having multiple anxiety triggers, and this was also one of the triggers when I saw the pin drop silence. I wanted it for myself that there shouldn't be any noise. I asked them because there was somebody in the corridors where, talking aloud. But and I
But
was
this is a
worried.
very interesting thing. One way you want that nobody makes a sound. Other
Yes.
you are making sound. So it's kind of a very interesting part to be into that area. Okay. It's
But I'm saying that don't get worried, even if you have to be silent. You will be, if your concepts are clear, just relax, and you will be able to do it, inshallah. Just don't worry too much.
Hmm. Okay. Let's go with Toyn question. Yes, Toyn.
Yes. Hi, Sarah. Congratulations, first of all.
Thank you.
At the center during your exam, how many of you were there, or was it just you alone for the exam?
No, for the exam, they allowed me inside the room. Like none of the family members could enter, but there were other people attempting their own exams. That was
Okay.
I feel what you say, authorized center for different exams.
Okay.
Maybe
For
some
different other exams. Okay. All
yeah,
right. All right.
not PMP, but they were doctors. I asked the main guy. He said they are doctors. They're attempting their own exam.
Okay. Okay. And regarding all the preparation materials you used, which ones do you recommend is the best go-to? So there were the videos we had from Amir, there were the mind maps which we drew just to help us understand the concept. So would you say it's good to go over the videos multiple times before spending more time on the question and answer, or it's okay to focus on the question and answer and it's fine?
We just keep doing. First of all, no need to go anywhere or refer to any other content. Amir has given everything. It's the best course, and nothing is beyond that. I didn't see any question. Secondly, mocks, and RC and RC and RC. It's the lifeline.
Yeah.
All the mocks Amir is
Okay.
giving you, he's in the simulator or whatever in whatever form. Just attempt that and do the RCA. That's
Okay.
the only thing. Yeah.
So you never had to refer to the PM book?
No, never
There was
ever. The
okay.
booklet I read twice only. I had
Only
my
my material. Only my material, Toyn. That was the number one. That was the promise
Got it.
we had from you. Okay, from you. And where is the other person from Mauritius? Where is Manishka? Both of you. By the way, both of you from Mauritius, just to give you context. I had that promise, don't touch any other material. Okay?
Okay.
That's
Okay,
important.
got it.
Okay? PMBOK is very good. Wrapped it, put it in some high level shape. Read it after you become PMP. It's a good book.
Okay.
Read it after becoming PMP. Otherwise, you get confused.
I mean, let me tell them, I have, I have taken this training twice, not once, but twice. But I didn't. Once I took in 2019, and then COVID happened in 2020, and then the exam changed, and I got busy in life. As you say, life happened, and then again took last year, but did not attempt. The reason is same, that the content is too much, that the trainer tells you, okay, trainers are good, of course, but they tell you go, this is, all the content, and you just go and read that. But you, on your own, you cannot do it. What Amir is doing, he is exam focused, and at the end of the day, you have to pass the exam, because the content is, as I mentioned earlier, till the day we die, it's not going to end. Till the day of judgment, this content is not going to end. This is too much of a content. If you just keep waiting for the right time and get 100% prepared, you're never gonna get it. The Amir's approach is exam centric, and that's the best approach. That's why I totally focused and followed his roadmap. And Alhamdulillah.
I still remember the first conversation I had with Sarah. It was late night. It was actually very late night. What I called her, I want to share something I have never shared with not even my facilitator knows. Sarah took the training from the same facilitator who I took the training from. Right after we said, I have to start this thing myself. When there was nobody, no one, no follow-up system, and he's one of the best trainers without any doubt.
Yes.
When I took the training, he was I always respect my teachers, but I build my training on one thing. Once all the training ends, I start from there. Okay, because I want to make sure when you join the program, training is important, learning is important, but if you do not give the exam, that is why I'm kind of forcing you all. Like even my facilitators is saying, sir, haath wala hai, don't force that much to everyone to give the exam. I said, if they don't give the exam, the entire money that they spend for one-to-one $5,000, for group program $899, I don't see that way. Okay, the training is good, the learning is good, but you must give the exam. That's why I always ask, book the exam. We have a date into that. And Sarah started her conversation with the same thing, that we should book the exam and work into that. Bye, please go ahead.
Okay, sir. First of all, congratulations, Sarah, for your big achievement. And I can understand, to gain this certificate, how much it's meant to you. And congratulations once again. My question to you for is, okay, when Amar sir is there and we are doing these classes, then everything looks good, okay, I'm learning. But once the classes is over, what is your motivation to gain this certificate? That is the first question. And how much, how you motivated yourself, to do the study, do the RCA, do the mock. Okay. And second question is, sir is having mock tests. So how many percentage you say that same questions you got it in a final exam,
Okay,
or it is based on the
before Sarah answer this, we cannot share the exact question of the exam. And if even a single question comes there and she shares with me, I'll remove that question personally. So that question does not come in the exam. Because you should not have the same question in the exam. Okay?
yeah.
You should have the concepts into that. Please continue with the question.
Yeah, so my question is like that, means sub questions. So, so same question is not coming. So better we should go for the concept. Our concept should be clear. Whatever may be the question, but our concept should be clear. So in that form, you have done the study of that. So these are the two questions from my end.
Okay, so about the second question first, about the concept. So you will see the repeating questions, As I mentioned earlier, a compliance is added. So there are choose two options, so which I can recall right now. So, one is to get the document, the compliance document. Second is to impact and analyze the impact. So whenever such situation will come, you will have the same answers. So what I saw that situations were repeating in the exam. So a lot of situations, customer is not happy, our team is under pressure to do the work quickly.
Everybody involved is so
One second. I wanted to mute Sudha. Yeah, please continue.
So don't worry that same questions are not coming, or if they are coming or not. Situations do repeat, and you will easily get it. Honestly, don't worry. I think since I have been through the interviews people are giving, that it's very tough. It's very tough. Um, I think that's giving more of an anxiety to everyone. You should first get confident that yes, we will be doing it. So concepts about the stakeholder, how to manage a stakeholder. I think all of you know that, like 35 hours of training videos, that's enough, more than enough. Concepts are same, and none of the concept is changed. So about questions, I would say that. And about motivation, okay, so my motivation was primarily um, uh, the example you have heard, that if you hold a glass of water for 1 minute, nothing will happen. But if you hold it for multiple hours, a couple of hours, your hand will be, finished or tired like anything. So this was happening, and this happens to your brain as well. Like I was trying to do get it done since 2019. I took one training and COVID happened. Then I, went into a job and I was heading an institute and all that stuff. So I didn't get time. Last year I took the training. It was very knowledgeable, but exam, I did not know how to, go ahead with that. Also, I had started my Cornell course and I got busy in that. So one gets busy somewhere. But this was on my mind that I already have MS in project management, but I knew that that's not going to help me until I have a certification. Although professionally, I don't know where I'm going to apply it. If I'm going to, for a corporate, applying, maybe inshallah I will. But it's not that I'm working right now. I'm into business as well, into corporate as well. I'm prepared for both. I'm prepared for the industry. What I used to call I prepared myself for the industry, be it corporate, be it business, own business. So my motivation was to get it done and get this certification to, because my brain was getting, exhausted that I am unable to do it. Why I have not done it yet. So that was the only motivation. And the second motivation is, of course, the date. Once you book the exam, you are automatically motivated. That's the thing.
Okay, thank you so much, and
Okay,
sharing
I hope
your
this
agile
helps.
mindset to us.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Aji, anyone else has any question? Drag and drop 5 to 7. Okay. Thank you very much, everyone. And Sarah, anything else you want to share? Anyone else has a question? We will solve the 10 question, but I wanted to share here that this journey was very important personally to me. She was someone who was getting a lot of panic. She was someone who took the training before. She was someone who did project management before. And my only promise with her was, you will give exam. I never said that you will pass. I said you will give exam in my program, and that I made sure. And anyone who did not book the exam as of now, you will listen to her the same thing, that booking the exam actually forces you. So please book the exam, but don't book it like after 1 week, after 15 days. No, discuss it with your mentor, with your facilitator, and depending upon the progress, we work into that. Even if we have to reschedule, we can do that, but we need to plan according to that. Okay. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you very much for joining us, and I wish you best of luck for future endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you so much, and everyone. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Are you still here? Who was doing Krishna?
Yes, sir. I'm here. Yeah.
Okay. Krishna, over to you. Okay, you can do the thing now. I'll make you host back.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay, I will quickly share my screen.
Yes, you are host now.
Yes, sir. Okay, hope everyone is able to see my screen now. Okay, Ali, you have a question? Yeah, I just wanted to confirm the always on fishbowl windows. It's basically a meeting.
It's a live meeting.
4 hours.
It's a live, no, not just 4 hours. It's a live meeting. You see, when you can say it's a live conference. Okay, for example, what we do, a 6-hour session. That is kind of a fishbowl over Friday, Saturday, Sunday session that we do when we are doing. If we do, since I am sitting here, you are sitting there, we are doing it live. We can observe what other person are doing. That is called fishbowl. It's a live meeting, live long meeting. Okay.
Where communication can also happen between the members.
Of course, I just gave you example of our class. It's the same thing for 24 hours. Okay. Okay. So please, Krishna, continue.
Yeah. Okay.
The one and only Amir Ali. Thank you. Thank you very much. Can you hear me?
And then I started doing more research and I found you, and I hate doing videos, but the coaching calls was one of the things. And then you had another video that caught my eye where it was specific, outside the PMP, but I knew this is real content. This is things that will be on exam, right?
I did hard work for sure, but I think the follow-up, sir, you did. I don't know how you managed to do the follow-up. With one particular student like me, you have hundreds of students. You are just keeping an eye on each of the students. So after my hard work, I can say that the credit goes to you, sir. That is for sure.
Hi, Amir. Good morning. Yes, I cleared the exam. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your support. And this has happened only because of the customized roadmap and mocks. And you always keep on asking us to do proper RCA, detailed RCA. It happened only because of the detailed RCA. Yes, this RCA helped me a lot.
Thank you for all this guidance and support you gave me. Mr. Amir, thanks for our team.
So I was just looking at his post, like who cleared the PMP, and he used to post the success stories on daily basis. So I reached out to Alina and I asked her like, how is his program or something. So she said like, you can trust him and you should join this program if you are looking for it.
It was a very customized base feedback that I was getting from sir, from you.
So yes, follow-up is very important, and thank you very much for that. It made me accountable. If you didn't ask me this often, I would have slacked off more.
I would say your course was super important. I think this was the main part, like once you understand the course, and then I think the mocks were super important. Your emphasis on mocks, like you kept nagging us that, you know, get this mock done, do RCA. All of this was super helpful because questions were like, they were similar. So yeah, mocks were, there are so many mocks that you have, and if you do all of them, I'm pretty sure like anybody who goes, like who does them can easily clear a team.
Amir, first of all, thank you so much. I think without your guidance, it took me 1 year, one complete year. I was preparing for PMP through books and everything. So I was giving some mocks also available online, and I was not able to, you know, have that confidence that I'll be able to clear. But I'm telling you, after attending the classes, especially after doing the mocks, doing the RCAs, I was like feeling confident enough that yes, I can attempt it. And the day you told me to like book your exam, I still asked you that are you sure that I can give the exam? And you said yes, you're ready.
First of all, I thank you a lot for the privilege, because when I started encounter with your program through LinkedIn, so some of your thoughts, you know, always motivating me, like I can do it, I can do it, I can do it. So I always follow you, almost everything, all your journeys. I watch all of them, even the one that they speak in your local language.
So that was not an easy journey, and it would not be possible without you. I really appreciate the support. He was always available for my questions and always put me in the right direction. And yeah, actually, if I want to say how was the journey, my journey started 2 years back. When I first called you for the SP, and then you directed me to PMP, and then we did SP after that, and then you tricked me to do the PGMP.
Thank you so much, and again, Amir, thank you so much, and your mocks are really good. I mean, yeah, please, everyone should do your mocks for sure, and then they will be all prepared for the exam. And trust your program.
And then you came with your follow-ups, and that kind of really boosted me. Those daily follow-ups, making sure that I was getting the mocks that I needed to do completed, and following up on me, it really boosted my motivation again. And as I was started doing those mocks, I got an opportunity for a job which required me to have PMP, so I had to book for PMP before I get the interview.
Mostly coaching goal is for like you understand how you will solve the question. Mostly it is like that. We can only do the 10 or 12 questions, maybe less than that. But main thing is it will come into your bones that you have to do elimination technique. So you cannot go just, okay, this is the answer, I will go directly put this answer. That is the main thing. It will come into you that you have to do elimination technique. That is the best thing for coaching goal. Yeah.
Alhamdulillah, with the right guidance from yourself, I managed to do good in the exam and to clear the PMP. I would say that your approach was really helpful because I'm not that type of a person who would sit there and read a lot of theoretical things to get things done. I'm more of a practical person who would prefer practicing over, sticking to the theoreticals. And
I would definitely say that the root cause analysis for me was the key. And here's why. Is some people try so hard to memorize all the processes and how they're all linked together. And if you do this, then you got to do that. And some people, maybe they think that way. That was very hard for me. It was just a lot to memorize. I'm not Amer Ali. I can't do that. So for me, just the process of actually answering the questions with your technique of process of elimination. And then when you're left with always like two answers, which one do you do? And if you get it wrong, you have to go do the root cause analysis. So thank you, sir. Yeah, thank you very much for everything. Fantastic. I would not have done as well as I had done if I hadn't had the foundation that you gave me, for sure.
Who here wants to be successful? Raise your hands.